Hello and welcome to another MiniWarGaming Battle Report. Today we have gators and lizards and geckos versus bones. And I'm gonna try not to get boned. Let's dive into the bat rep.
We play and call it work.
And starting with me today, we're playing the Mummified Undead. That's right, I take over for Luca as the best mummy of them all, and you can call me Mummy. Okay, so let's dive in. We've got 2 units at 20 skeleton warriors with spears. One of them has a royal champion that is an elite guard with the skeleton warriors, passing off his quality over to them, which is really cool. Then I have 1 unit of 10 royal guard with another royal champion as well, who happens to be a caster, a wizard of great power. Then we have 2 units of 5 skeleton bowmen, one of which has a skeleton leader that is a repairman for my 2 big beasties that I have brought to the battle. I do have 3 ambushing snake riders as well as a skeleton giant. Now, this is a Reaper miniature that I have owned for like 25 years. So I decided to bring it, why not? And of course, a Sphinx champion to just go around and murder all of the gators. Let's see what Josh has brought to this ultimate defeat.
Moving over now to look at my beloved lizard, my scaly little companions. So the focus of the list here is I've got 2 nice big strong units of gators just to absorb some charges and deal out a ton of damage. Leading each of them, I have a gator veteran, one with the primal roar and the other one with the ancient wrath upgrades. Now, to go along with that, I have brought along a couple of units of geckos. So there's 2 standard gecko units there. One will be led by a gecko champion who has the destined leader upgrade. I've got a unit of chameleons to be sneaky, blowpipe, do damage from a distance, and then fade back away. Also being led by another gecko champion, upgraded to be a chameleon. For a little bit of screening in the list, I've got a unit of 3 snake swarms. And to round everything off, we need a big, scary monster, so I have my triceratops upgraded to have the godly altar. So I still got the javelin crew there, but now it's caster 2 as well. And that rounds off my lizards.
Taking a look at today's mission, Josh and I decided to take turns putting down D3+2 objectives. We rolled for 5 of them, and they are spread out across the entirety of this very cinematic battlefield. We decided to make sure they were in strategic locations across this zone. We've got 1 on the little strategic island, 1 off on the little peninsula, 1 in the breach, 1 next to the guard tower on the mainland, and 1 deep inside the city. Our job, to fight over them and score points throughout the game. And of course, the table, I have a lot of fun building it. It's just using a variety of different mats and pieces to bring this whole scene to life. We have a lagoon, a difficult terrain, shallow lagoon area that goes into like a little beach, and then as you go up into the beach, there's an ancient city hidden within the deep jungle. And that will set the stage for our battle today. I love building tables like this, and huge shout out to companies like the MiniWarGaming Forge with the ruins of Drakenfell, Adam from Greenleaf Terrain, as well as companies like Table War and Frontline Gaming, that we use all these awesome things to build these tables and bring them to life. The links are down below if you want to help them out, as well as check out all the stuff they have. Josh, are you ready for this?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna roll off. Winner has to deploy first and gets the first activation. That will be me, and we'll come back after the armies are arrayed for battle. We're back after deployment. Josh.
Hello.
Nice.
Skari.
So I did win the roll off. I had to deploy first, but it does mean that I will take the first turn. You, of course, saved your geckos. They have scouts, so they were able to deploy after everything deployed.
Yes.
You have 1 unit of ambushers, which are snakes.
I do have some sneaky snakes.
So we're counting this entire lagoon as difficult ground.
And you and I will just stay here.
So you can't really, well, you can. You have geckos that have strider. They ignore the difficult ground. I put skeletons over here with no hero. I put 5 little bows over here. I put my royal guard and my sphinx over here. I put 20 more skeleton warriors with a hero here, and then 5 more skeletons with a hero, as well as my big bone giant guy. I think that's what it's called. It's a skeleton giant.
Skeletons are made of bones.
Quite clearly a skeleton giant. What did you decide to do on this side?
So I've got one big unit of gators up top here.
What's the hero have? Which is this one?
Well, let me check. That one's got the shoulder pad on the right side.
Oh, amazing.
So I'm going to check my notes and see which one he is.
So this one basically...
Good call. I went ahead and fixed that. So that will be the one with Ancient Wrath.
Nice.
So he's the one with Furious, and that's the one that makes the
instead of just
Predator
moving
rules better.
the models, you could have just changed
My notes?
the notes.
Okay, well, this was obviously faster, more efficient. so moving down from the gators, we've got my triceratops, more gators, 2 units of little geckos. I think I can't remember if I said it right in the showcase or not. I don't have a second spellcasting gecko. I've got the little chief there.
Which makes them faster.
Makes them faster, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I've got my
I love it.
Karma Chameleons over in the...
Karma Chameleons! I love it. With that, though, I will take the first turn as we dive into the first round of the game of 4. 4 rounds, of course, each objective at the end of each round will be worth 1 point. And after 4 rounds, we shall determine who is the winner and who is a dead lizard.
Wow.
I'm just going to activate this little bow unit. Just going to do an advance. Just kind of move there. Up to 6 inches into the little forest. Get them. And they're going to get within range of those geckos, and they're just going to shoot geckos. Geck them. Ha! Quality 5, of course, with their cursed bows, they just need quality 5. So 5s to hit. 3 hits.
Oh, geez.
No AP or anything on these.
Defense 5.
And I ignore cover. Ooh, 2 little geckos will go down. Pop, pop. That's my turn. Your turn.
That's your turn, is it?
That's it.
Mr. Scarred Cast?
Oh, that's not my name. You're not my manager. Wait. Yes, you are.
No. Don't use the M word on me.
Don't leave my skeletons alone. What did they ever do to you? I choose to flee.
Get them, my geckos! So I've got good shots, so my quality 5, I get to hit you on 4s.
Nice. Is this everybody?
Yep.
Including
It's happening
your
again.
Including your champion?
Oh, yeah.
Like the hero?
Yeah.
Oh, he just
makes 2
the
attacks,
same.
yeah.
Okay. So are they any AP on these?
Nope.
But they're poison.
They're poison, so you gotta reroll 6s.
Reroll 6s.
And
so
ignore regen.
I don't have regen. So it goes to defense 4. How dare you?
Reroll it. Dang it.
Yeah.
Skari.
You got one of them. Ha ha. So then, of course, with your hit and run, you get to move 3 inches.
They're just gonna shuffle over this way.
Shuffle into the surf. They're gonna surf that way. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, surf.
Wowie, wow.
Wait, that's no. What am I singing? I did a Batman.
You
theme.
did Batman.
I didn't mean to do the Batman theme. I meant to do like the Beach Boys. Yeah. Well. I'm just gonna go ahead and move these skeletons. They can move a maximum of 6 because they are going through the waves. They're definitely not waving at you. Ha. And there they are. So they've moved up. They're out. So they can't charge more than 6 because they're going through difficult ground. But the slow, implacable advance of the skeletons with spears moves ever so closely.
I mean, it's scary
to the
still.
gecko. I know, it is 20.
You'll get there and
undead
push me off that
skeletons.
objective anyways. I was hoping to blow through the archers
To force
pretty
them
quick.
to kind of go that way.
Yep.
Yeah, to hold it. So hopefully, but you do have your snakes and stuff too, which are really annoying.
I do, but you have your snakes, which are bigger.
They are bigger snakes, yes. It is your turn though, Josh.
Is it now?
I love the back and forth of OPR. It's like,
It's
where
good
do
system.
you...
I enjoy how they do it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, how do you... Oh no, you're gonna gang up on them. No.
Swim!
Don't gang up
Swim!
on them, no. They're swimming. Geckos just move so fast. So you're doing a march order or a run order?
Yeah, they're just rushing forward. So,
so that's
this
a
is all they're
double
doing.
move. Oh, they're not fast, eh? So
These ones aren't,
They
so
go
they're just
12
going
inches
12.
up. Yeah. So you're gonna put.
I guess 13 because they got a banner.
Oh, 13. Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Just going super fast. That's excellent. And
Or
yeah.
musician, I think.
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, the musician gives you extra speed when you move in Age of Fantasy, which is nice. And there you go. Done. They're going through the very nicely placed rocks in the middle of the lagoon. Of course, at the start of the round, I get my 3 casting tokens. I'm not sure if I want to use any of my spells just yet. So I'm going to sort of shift onto this side of the battlefield, and we're just going to rush with my giant to just get within range of this objective. He's just going to kind of push this tree aside. Get out of here, tree. There we go. Done. There we go. Look at that.
Random skeleton noises.
That's right. Right. Clackety clack clack. And we go all the way back to this side.
Whee!
Oh no! You're gonna go. Look at that. I love it.
Yeah, so the question is, do I want to put them up there? Do I want to be 6 inches further away from you so I can kind of decide? And I think I'd rather be about 6 inches away from you to know I'm not going to be able to be charged.
Yep, makes sense.
And that way I can kind of have decisions depending on... Because I
The
should
fact
have
that they're
priority for
so
next
fast
turn.
through difficult ground is very good for them. You should have priority next turn, which gives you like a bit of a
So that
leg
way,
up.
like, I don't want to shoehorn myself into having to activate these guys.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll just go...
It'll be good. There'll be some good, it'll be a good back and forth trade, so I like it. It'll be a good time. So we're gonna go ahead and use my Royal Guard. They're just gonna move 6. They're gonna kind of move through this forest, this little patch of forested area. Just kind of move up to here somewhere. And I should be within 18, I did pre-measure this, of that gecko unit that's moving down the flank as well. I don't know if you can...
No, just so you know, because my caster's here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Is it 18 inches for that?
Okay, so you're trying to be 18 of him?
No, I'm 18 of those guys.
Oh, okay. I will double check that for you.
Okay, so I'm within 18 there. I'm going to go ahead and cast Vengeance. It's a 3-level spell. You're just outside of range and you can't see my caster. So on a 4+, I'm going to do 1 hit with Blast 12 on that unit.
Ooh.
Blast, of course, ignores cover. But let's go. Does he zap you, Vengeance? No, he doesn't.
Very good.
Every time we do spells, we roll once. A lot of ones. Well. That was fun, actually. That could have actually gone really well my way.
That could have went very well your way. So I'm going to have the Gator start trudging through the forest here.
Yep, there they go onto that objective. This is our tower, he says.
So the goal is to have people not be stuck in the cover anymore.
I like it.
But I'm kind of wading through the water anyways.
You are. You might as well get into the cover.
Yep. I
And
cannot
then,
avoid
can you
it
make
as
them
I...
Strider with a spell or just fast?
I believe it's just the faster.
Okay, so that doesn't
not
help them.
helping at all.
Not helping for that. That looks so cool.
That would be kind of scary seeing that.
Look at the
trudging forward to at ya.
the giant gators. I'm very curious to see what you do with your
I'm curious to see what I do with them as well.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but I don't really want to find out. At the same time, you are gonna go first and whatnot, so it is interesting. So what I'm going to do is probably run my Sphinx.
I'm going to go ahead and pop the primal roar too.
Oh,
So I'm just going to primal roar. So once for this unit's activation, pick 2 friendly units within 12 with predator, and then it's just the next time they attack. So I'm just going to be putting it on both of them.
Makes sense, and he has primal roar as well.
I
don't
believe
think-
he does on some of his attacks.
Usually skink stuff might not, but I don't know. So he was within 12 of them, so that does not have instinctive.
That doesn't have the predator on it.
So
So I'm just going to do it
12.
before because I was
Correct.
close enough to
Yeah,
tag
you're
them.
just gonna give them.
Yep. So I'm just going to throw that into both of them.
So they have it, and they have it. So next time they attack, every 5 or 6 to hit.
We'll proc
Or when
extra.
they charge. Is it when they charge? No.
He's got extra ones when they charge up top there.
Yeah, he's a beefy fighter. Well, they're all beefy fighters. Those things are annoying. They're like 400 points each or something. It's crazy.
They're expensive. So, but this guy's going to be better on the charge.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give you a choice as well.
He's just flying on up.
Well, he doesn't. I did not give him fly. I'm gonna stay outside of 6 inches.
Zip it on
I'm
up
going
instead
to
then.
just, it'll be 1 for 1 depending on where. You can save yours or charge my objective over here. So I'm just giving you some options. I don't have any ranged attacks on him, and that's that for my Sphinx.
Okay, I'm gonna do the triceratops truffle.
The shuffle truffle.
So he's just gonna come up to
Any
there.
Goonies fans in the house?
Oh, it's such a good. It's so good.
Wait, did we just date ourselves?
I don't care.
Neither do I.
Skari,
Being old is awesome.
I've looked 40 since I was 50, so it's okay.
Hey, you know what? You've aged well.
I've stopped aging weirdly at some point because I did it early.
It's all the Oh, you're gonna try and zap me?
I'm gonna throw javelins at you.
Oh, okay, cool.
6 at quality 4.
Are they use poison or anything?
They are poison.
Oh no.
It's all poison all the time.
That's not, well, I have regen, so that's actually really good against me. I am blocked by the blocked terrain there, so 2s goes back to 2s, but you will ignore my regen.
Yes.
Ooh, very nasty. And I think I have to reroll 6s, unless it only works when I don't have. That's fine. My Sphinx cares not about your javelins. So you just have one more to activate, which will be those gators back there, which means I'm very, very straightforwardly going to move this whole piece of terrain.
That's how it goes.
So I'm gonna move my little stone shaper back here in case your gators decide to get aggressive onto the flank. I can try and heal and repair my stone construct, and by stone construct I mean my bone construct. Not a
He's in a skeleton giant?
Yeah, he's gonna try me.
Is it skeleton giant or giant skeleton?
He's both. They do not have a musician.
But Cowabunga it is.
Yep, well, it makes sense. You're just trying to get onto the objectives there and stuff.
Yep.
Just going around, getting aggressive. Well, makes sense to
gators do.
Do they? They don't say later, though, do they?
That's how you can tell, because they say see you later instead of in a while. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, fine.
I'll tidy him up like that, bring him in a little bit tighter because people had to go around and I don't want some people way far ahead.
That's good. I get to do my last, and then we'll
actually, I'm
going to
try to make sure Bone Daddy can't come and just charge me right away.
That's right. You better. You better move backwards.
So I'm probably just going to have him
You better move backwards.
there,
yeah,
and that should be good
right.
enough.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a super
not yet.
fast thing. What do you mean not yet? Does the little bone shaper guy
No.
help him with that? No?
No. The one would be my spellcaster over here, but he's in the middle of the battlefield ready to show lightning bolts at people.
That's fair.
And last but not least, we have my skeleton warriors with the elite guard. And I'm just going to move. I have to contest that objective so that you don't just get all the points. So
I do like having points though.
Yeah. At least there'll be one contested, and they'll keep the game relatively close in terms of points. And then you get to activate in the next round first. You'll have the first turn. So then it'll be interesting because there's lots of options for both of us. So I'm really curious to see how this goes. Well, in note, I'm not going to move forward because it only counts for scoring at the end of the game. So whoever scores the most objectives at the end wins.
Yeah, whoever's controlling the most at the end is going to win.
So I don't need to run up forward yet. Especially against a big brick of gators that are very nasty on the charge. So I'm going to stay back. I'm 13 away from you, so I could charge you. But you're a little bit too far, so you can only charge me with a spell.
Ooh, I don't mind accepting the charge.
But now that our casters can see each other and within range, there's some psychic spell magic shenanigans.
It's going to be mind bullets.
Mind bullets. And with that, that's the end of the first round. That's it. So now we jump in to round number 2. You do not want to bring snakes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I think I will bring down some snakes, to be honest. So I'm going to bring down some of my snakes. I'm not exactly sure where I want to put them, but I am going to bring them down. And my ambushers, they burrowed up from below the sand back here. So they are fast, which does threaten these geckos. And you decide not to bring your snakes, but you do get to activate first.
I do.
And
it's going to be the chameleons.
Of course. You need to save them.
I can fix that.
They're very, very useful, so it's good to try and keep them alive.
So we're just gonna.
You're just gonna move up and
shuffle over this way. Yeah, I don't have plenty of range. Yeah, so we're just gonna go whoop into the water.
And then they can always move back their 3 inches if they so wish as well.
Yeah. So basically, the end goal here is to just have them being in the water, so they're not getting charged by snakes, and being more than 6 away from these lads, which. Yep. Should be able to be fixed.
With a 3, yeah, you go backwards 3, and then stay in the water to make my snakes have a hard time to charge them, as they use their strider rule effectively to really take advantage of this lagoon over here. And of course, you're gonna shoot the geckos at my archers.
Yep, I will have line of sight on Skippy on the end there. So just gonna warm the dice up and get some 4-up hits.
Ooh, that's 6 of them. Not bad. And they are poison.
They are poison.
So I do have a 4-up quality. Nice. That's 2 go down. And one was a reroll. Okay. So 3 go down. I believe 1 is still alive. And that will cause a quality test for being undead. So, let's see if I can save that one archer. Yeah.
He's good. He doesn't crumble.
Okay. Okay, and then I forgot to put a little flag there, but that's mine for now. This is my land.
I'll just stay in the surf there, so I'll be a little more than 6 away from these guys.
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
And touching the water.
Yeah, definitely don't want any snakes to get to you. I see.
No.
I see how this is.
That's the natural enemy of
Is that the natural
lizards.
enemy? Snakes! We're going to go ahead and activate my Royal Guard. I'm just moving up to make sure that my little caster is out of line of sight of the triceratops, so that there's no psychic shenanigan happening here. And we're just going to just move up. You know what? It is what it is. We're having a good time. He's just loving life, just really enjoying this whole thing. And he's going to go ahead and spend his 3 to cast Vengeance again.
Yep, you're looking for a 4-up?
That's right. He's going to cast it on this unit, however,
Ooh.
which has a hero. Does
does.
he? Vengeance! I needed a 4+. Didn't happen. 50-50. Your turn.
We're going to do Mr. Triceratops. I do want to put the charge faster onto probably these lads here and force the issue a bit.
Yep.
Um,
That's not a bad idea. You pick 1 unit or 2
Yeah,
units?
I think it's just one. Honestly, it's only going to be the one relevant one.
Makes sense.
Because other people are walking through stuff. But let me look at my spells. So I'm going to go energy reservoir. It's going to cost 2.
Are you going to just, how many are you spending?
I'm spending all of them. So I'm going to do it on a 2-up.
Oh, are you though? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Didn't even need the
Nope,
extra.
don't point that out. There's no need to point that
So
out.
they become fast, correct?
They go an extra 4 when they charge, yeah.
Okay, so that would make them a 16 on the charge. Not terrible.
Right, and he's going to just
He
shuffle.
moves 6 inches up, yeah. So he's he moves
He's
up.
just kind of getting to
Very nice,
there.
very nice.
And
I
then we're
like
just
it.
whipping javelins at big fella again,
Hey,
I think.
how dare you whip javelins at me?
Quality 4.
Just straight up. AP 1 though.
It is AP 1.
So it goes to 3s now because I'm not
yes,
covered this time anymore. So 3s, rerolling my 6s
indeed.
and ignoring my
Look at that.
regeneration. Down to 9. Ouch. Ow, that hurt. That was not very nice. Okay, well, fine. The aim here is to, I'm going to activate him. He's just going to move out this way. He's going to get a nice little shot at the side shot into your geckos. We now remember that things block line of sight. So he's just going to go out that way.
Yeah.
Go, Archer. 5s. Yeah.
Dang it. Why is he so deadly? No.
I got another one. Take that, geckos. Chameleon geckos or whatever. Chameleons. Chameleons. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now you get
Karma
to go again.
chameleons.
And the big guys are going to come fight.
Let's just say...
Oh, don't forget they have spears, so I do get to fight first.
I don't know if I will mind that.
Sure. It's your funeral.
There's something ominous about a skeleton saying that to me.
Whatever. They're just the royal guard here, so.
Are these royal guard as well? Are these fancy skeletons?
They're fancy skeletons.
Okay,
Yeah,
well.
they had quality 3 skeletons, which makes them a little bit more deadly.
Cool.
But it is what it is. So look, here they come.
Yeah. Angry crocodile
Angry
noises.
crocodile noises.
Oh, sorry.
That was the impetus of their charge was such that they destroyed the vegetation as they had.
The very vegetation as they, yeah. There's no real way for me to honeycomb and do anything fancy here, so.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get as many attacks as I'd like.
Well, they're less. Are they they're more than 2 inches in?
I think these
width?
are more than 2 inches in width.
Ah, interesting.
We're going to find out.
No,
they're exactly 2 inches.
Yeah, so base to base, you're fine if you want to. Yeah, there you go. So now I get to move my 3 inches to try and get my guys into fight. The spears, the big mass of spears, moves forward to engage the gators over here. So 20 spears at quality 3 with no AP, but you have a defensive 3.
Yep, I'm kind of scaly.
So needing 3s, just 3s, and then hopefully I do a little bit of damage here before you swing back at me, because you're tough 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've dropped 6, so that'd be 14 saves.
Defense 3.
Defense 3. Ooh, what a wonderful roll. A single damage.
No, how dare you?
Oh,
yeah, that was actually kind of rough
That was
for you.
insane. How many wounds remaining?
2 wounds remaining.
2
'cause that's
wounds
how you
remaining.
count that.
And so now you're gonna get your ferocities and all your stuffs. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be wild. So we're looking at quality 4s, but
Yes.
5s and 6s give you extra rolls to hit, and 6s are auto.
Are extra automatic hits.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So-
Because it's a combination of Primal Wrath and
I love it. You just
something
went for a
roar.
nice big beat stick. That's a very Luca thing to do, you know, Josh.
Does it feel like a Luca thing to do?
Oh, maybe it's a Josh thing to do.
It could
You
be.
know, it could be a thing to do. It seems relatively simple. So these 3 are 3 additional
So I'm just going to throw these 3 in.
So they're just hits.
And then
which
these
go
get
with
to
these
generate
4s.
extra attacks.
And then you have 5 extra rolls to hit, which
Correct.
no longer generate extra stuffs. So 1 extra.
Only
there.
1 extra.
Okay, not bad. So that's 5, 10, 14 at AP 3.
Yes.
Okay, so I just have 6s. 6s to roll!
Do it!
Put the shields up, lads! Okay, so 11 go down. Not terrible. So I've, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You still haven't swung with your veteran. Ooh, gross. So he gets to swing on his own.
Yeah, the AP wasn't going to be relevant. Technically, he's got 1 better AP, but against them, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter here. So 2 additional hits. So
So-
4 hits plus 2 extra attacks thanks to the stacking awesome combos, which is 5. Okay, so 5 extra defense rolls, 6s, because 6s always pass. You kill 5 more. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I think you won this combat. I'm just gonna say.
I might have. We can calculate
1,
it if
2,
you
3.
want.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they should be 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will go down as well. But my skeleton champion, warrior, hero steps up to the plate. 3 attacks from my hero, AP 3, quality 3. So there you go, 3 at AP 3.
So looking for 6s.
Just looking for 6s.
No, you
I
slay
got
one
one, yes.
and pass a wound.
Very nice.
So we'll just go.
Slay, queen. Okay, so I owe you a quality test. You clearly won that combat.
I did.
But little skeletons do skeleton things. I am quality 3+, and I've got a banner, so 2+. Good.
You're fine.
They hold the line. The skeletons do not crumble, and you push back. I believe it's an inch or maybe 2 inches or something.
It's to get out of combat, yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, that actually stung just a little bit. But
Just a touch.
just a tad. Just a tad. And here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this over here. We did measure this. He's gonna skirt around.
Here it comes. What
Now you get to move 3 inches to get into combat with me.
Indeed.
And you get to do your little pile-in like that. Okay, so now I get to fight you. I've never used one of these skeleton giants, so I think they're good against like infantry, not necessarily good against.
These guys are, well, they're just
Gators.
big infantry. And
Yeah, it does cause fear though, so
I also do, so it
yeah.
just bounces.
But mine
up.
is better fear than yours.
What's your fear?
Fear 2.
Oh, so it is 1 better then.
Well, I'm a big giant skeleton.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
It
Imagine how big
should
that
be.
guy was.
Well, you know, he was actually short for his family. Go skeleton, giant. 10 attacks with no AP. These are just quality 4. So he hits you 5 times. You know, just very average.
An incredibly average amount of hits.
Ah, I got a wound on him. Nice. And then 4 attacks from the stomp. Also quality 4. But these are AP 1.
Ooh.
So 2 at AP 1. Will I kill another gator?
Whoops.
Oh,
Yes.
Hooray! I got another one. Good riddance.
Gonna take. Wow. Him away. And transfer that to look like that.
And then you get to swing back at me. Of course, you're fatigued, which means you only hit on 6s, but 6s will cause additional hits. Additional
swings.
rolls to hit.
Swings,
sorry.
yeah. It's not as good.
The AP here will matter, I guess. I'm defense 3. So, oh no, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay.
So you can just add them all together. And you need 6s. Oh, nice. That's 4 so far. Very nicely
So
done.
far, and then
4 additional rolls to hit,
follow-up.
thanks to being predators.
There we go.
5. Hey, it's not bad, actually. And of course, AP brings me down to 6s on the defense. And I don't pass any, which means I lose that combat, which makes me sad. Because you get +1 to my... So you get 6.
I think we
6
tied.
to my 5.
Oh.
Because I only did 3 to you. Because once again, you're gnarly hides.
Yes.
So I take 5
very
damage.
tough.
Quality 4, though. And I will fail.
Okay.
Which would shake me, but I am undead. So I need to take 7. So I'm going to take 7 crumbling tests, basically, or undead tests. 1s, 2s, and 3s. I take extra damage.
Oh, only 1. Okay, so that's not that bad.
That's actually pretty decent. So I'm down to 8 wounds remaining, and of course, I get pushed back simply because it's just how it is. You know, it is sad, but it is true. I dropped a tree. He's down to 6. My apologies. He's down to 6. I just want to give myself extra wounds, whatever. Josh, your turn.
I suppose it would be my turn. It is the time for that. My turn. I think I want to go steal that back objective.
Of course you do. It's always a fun one.
But do I want to, really? We're just going to rush forward.
Yeah, you're just going to go steal my objective over here.
It's mine!
How dare you?
Look at this architecture. This is obviously reptilian architecture.
No, okay. Well, you know, I guess...
You're telling me a skeleton made that?
Well, we weren't skeletons when we made them. Still know how to make boats.
You ever think about how your skeleton is always wet, Skari?
Oh wow, no, I haven't actually. But that's very weird. Moist.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have that gecko unit, and that gator unit over there.
True. What do you have left to activate?
So I still have this unit of skeletons. I still have my snakes back there, and I still have this sphinx here, and I still have this unit of skeleton archers over here. So he's gonna move up his 6, or just up to here. He's gonna get in range of that little guy to try and heal him for later. And then these little archers are gonna move up like this, and they're gonna shoot some gators. Get him! Get him with my super bows! Super bows! It's any time to do his activation, which is nice. So he's actually gonna do that now. 2+. Hooray! So it's D3 wounds. I get 1 back. Yeah, I'm up to 7. He brings back the crumbly goodness that he crumbled from. It's Bowen time. 5s. 2. Nothing too crazy there.
Stop with your consistency.
Yeah. He's down to 1. Get him! Nice. It is Josh's turn now.
Is it?
I think it is.
Is
you
it
still have a few
my
things
go?
to activate with your turn.
Okay.
But I love it. It's been back and forth. It's been a nice cat and mouse game of strategy.
It's been very cat and mouse
and
back
tactics. And forth. You're gonna force this issue, are you?
I think I'm going to. Yep.
Nice. It's not a bad issue to force, though.
It's not a terrible issue to force.
Not a terrible issue to force. That's a ton of gators coming at me. It just is what it is. At least those don't hit nearly as hard as the other unit. Like, they hit hard. They just don't hit.
They don't get the extra on the charge, the extra
Correct.
ones on 6s.
What does that one do again?
This is the one that gives
the roar thing. Yeah. Rah-wee!
There we go.
Yeah, we're just gonna go up to here. Might as well get it over and done with. Charge! So we're gonna go ahead and do the 6 great weapon attacks at AP2. Quality 3. That'd be 4.
4, looking for 5 ups.
Oh, okay.
Nope, not a 1.
Because it's a 2 up. So 4 damage so far, or 4 wounds. Okay. And then we have the Toxic Stinger, which is quality 3, but these are poison, which is kind of nice. So 4 poison hits. 0 AP, but if you roll 6s, you have to re-roll these.
3 then.
Okay. Okay. You're fine there. And your attack's back.
Swinging back, I got some quality 4 stomps.
Very nice. What's the AP on these?
It is AP of 1.
And are these poison?
No.
Okay, so this is defense 2 goes to 3s, and I do have a regeneration save. Nope, I take 1 there, so I'm down to 8 as well.
Okay, so then no, these are rending instead.
Nice.
So 4s.
Ooh.
So the 3 of them, and they
rends.
all go to an AP of 4.
And they ignore the regeneration.
Yes.
So AP of 4 goes to 6s. Oh, thank goodness. That does mean I'm going to win that combat, which is excellent. Quality of?
Should be 4 up.
Ooh. That's fine.
We're fine. We're
So I just
a
push
dinosaur.
back. We're a dinosaur, and I'm sort of a dinosaur as well, but not really.
What kind of dinosaur is that?
It's the sphinxy kind. Okay, so your last activation.
My last activation.
You will get to go again to next turn first as well.
It's true. We're going to have these little guys go, and we're just going to try to preserve the unit, and we're going to have them come back to over about here-ish.
Yep.
Because the idea is if either area, they can go tag the objectives if I need to. They're a relatively inexpensive unit, so if it means that these snakes have to sit back there to babysit that objective instead of doing other more meaningful things, I'm okay with that.
That was your last activation as well, right?
Yeah.
That's your last turn. That's a good play. I think that's a good play.
I don't hate it. It's not in my nature to do this, but I don't hate it.
So I have two very simple things I'm going to do. These skeletons are going to move up and essentially get within 6 of them, just in a sidestep this way. And then they are basically just going to run right up to here and force the issue on this side as well. And other than that, I believe that would be the turn. So they just moved up. The snakes have just stayed out of the surf, but close enough to threaten the chameleons. And I do have one more activation, which is this unit over here. And you know what they're going to do? They're just going to charge, but I don't have to go in a straight line. They're going to go this way, like so, and get a little closer to that objective and go this way. They're a little bit fatigued, but they're going to try and take down one more gator. Of course, you can move your 3 to just get up on that thing. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Is that how that works? Is that song?
It is now. Sure.
Hooray!
That was a song.
Okay, so I've got 4 little skeletons left. Go, 4 little skeletons, needing 6s. Nope. And I've got my little tomb hero guy. 6s. Yeah, 1 at AP3.
No.
Get him. All the power. Yes. I cut one down. Take that, you gators. And then you get to swing back at me.
Let me go over this way.
Of course, you reroll, you get 6s or turn into extra hits. Oh, yes!
Not a 1.
Haha! But you're fierce, so it's a tied combat.
Yeah.
So sad.
That could have been actually devastatingly bad.
That would have been... Shaking them right now would have been amazing. But you push me back, and this king says, or this lord, or this skeleton warrior champion elite guard guy says, ah! 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 With his very vocal cords and lungs. We are done our second round. Nice. How are you feeling, Josh?
Overall good. I mean, like you've this flank you've got figured out, which is why I don't hate that these guys have pulled back over this way.
Yep.
There's some relevant fights everywhere, and I just need to figure out which ones I want to pick first.
Yeah, and I think now it comes into that, like, okay, which one do we use or whatnot, which I think is important. My caster being in front of these gates. Oh wait, but I guess you can just go 6 inches there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's not terrible. Okay, so I'm very curious to see what you do as we go into round number 3. And I get my little casting points. You back up to 2 casting points. And you're gonna bring some snakes down.
I am.
Nice.
They were here the whole time.
They were. Why did it have to be snakes?
The way you say it. Why did it have
to be snakes? Why? Why did it have to be snakes? And with that, you do get the first activation once again, but now at least it's okay. Now we're in the which one do I pick that is first based on the rest of everything.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting for sure, and I love it.
Yeah, looking at my options, I had considered trying to rescue my chameleons on the other flank, but that's okay. If you choose there, I have other things I can do, so we are just going to be charging on in.
Yeah, makes sense. Here they come. Well, you get to swing at me here, so that's, AP is irrelevant here, and you only get your, you get both.
I get both. It's just I don't get it on 5s and 6s for the predator.
Okay, you only get it on 6s. It's extra hits, extra attacks.
6s are really good. 5s are
okay. And here go the gators. At least there's 2 less. Ooh, no 6s.
No.
But lots of 4s though. That's a humongous amount of hits.
That's a pretty monster.
There's 10 hits. So I only have 7 wounds left, which means I need to roll 4 6s here.
4 6s.
Right.
I've seen you do it. I believe in you.
I've done it before. Yay! It lives with 1!
Oh, there is a 4th one there. Okay, yeah.
Good job, skeleton giant. Good job. You're down to 1 wound remaining. Hooray! Quality 4s on these. These are my regular attacks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Average, just average.
Here or no?
Nope, not on these. Ooh, Ooh, no, I didn't kill anybody.
No.
And then I've got my little stumpy attacks, which is 4, but these are AP1. 3 of them at AP1.
Oof.
Go, little guy, go.
AP1 puts me to 4 ups.
Yeah. I killed one.
So 1
Nice.
perfectly.
You do win that combat, though. Well, well, well. Okay, so I don't know if you have to take a shaken test for being at depleted.
Not when it comes to
Not
melee.
when it comes to
like this,
melee, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my quality. Quality 4+. Nope, he fails. He is undead, though. So on a 4+, he lives. On a 1, 2, 3, he crumbles.
Okay, do it up.
He crumbles. You did successfully bring down the bone giant. This big unit of gators is just being really mean.
They're bullies, yeah.
Yeah, why do you have to be so mean?
I don't know. It's in my nature.
Well, man, it is what it is. I think I'm going to save my coster, though. So I decided to save my coster. They just moved 6 inches this way, staying outside of 6 of the gators that are now in water. So they're going to be wading through the surf here. And I'm going to use one of my spells as well. Desiccation. It's a 2. I'm going to use all 3s. I'm going to get +1 to this. Would you like to use any...
So that means you're going to cast it on a 3.
On a 3+, and 2 units within 12 take a AP 2 hit, AP 4 hit. That is deadly 3.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
No, go for it.
Okay, so 3 up. Will I do it? Nope.
Oh, there you go. Welcome to my cursed lands.
Oh no. Something about the trees.
I don't know why. Every time I can just imagine a skeleton like standing there saying the things that you're saying the entire game.
There's something in the trees.
Must be the trees.
It's not letting me cast any spells. These rocks have magical powers. No. They act as magical nulls. The ferocity of the jungle has prevented me from being ferocious with magic. Okay, well, you get to go now, but at least my wizard
safe.
is relatively safe. Saving the geckos. Yep, that's not bad. Not a bad choice.
My chameleons.
I do like saving the chameleons, which is, it's okay.
I really like chameleons. You know that, Skari?
Yeah, well, it seemed to be.
I have a
chameleon.
strong consideration. You ever seen a pygmy chameleon?
No.
I've got a terrarium set up, and I don't know what I
really?
want. I don't know what I'm
that's
going to
really cool.
put into the said terrarium yet.
Yeah, makes sense.
But pygmy chameleons are.
You also
up
get
there.
to move 3 after, so you're.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot into my snake riders.
Absolutely.
Nice. Not bad. Maybe they'll be able to kill them, other than the one.
Maybe I'll be able to get more than like a wound or 2 off.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. They are.
Get them. Focus both of your eyes forward this time, guys.
Well, they're gonna try. Actually, decent got a nut.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
6 hits.
I cheated you by 1 shot.
There was 1 shot, so it's only gonna be
you
5
did
hits.
get a guy with the skeleton earlier.
Defense 4 on the snakes, rerolling 6s. Okay. Okay, nice. So 1 takes 2 wounds. 1 remaining. Well, 1 with 1 remaining. Okay, so now I get to go next. So I don't have to worry about them now. You've kind of. Do you want to move them? It doesn't really matter.
Sure,
I'm not really worried about this skeleton or this over here. This is just going to be a mess until we decide to do something about it. Which means I think I'm going to go all the way over here with this Sphinx. And the Sphinx is going to charge your Triceratops.
Back into the, yep.
Yep, we're just going to go back into the Triceratops. Kind of go this way this time. Create a little bit of distance there as well. 6 on 3s, AP 2, I believe. So 4.
4 with good AP, eh?
So 5s, I guess, which is what? Yep. So 3. And then the poison ones, which are quality 3, but poison. So we're looking at 2 at poison. Ooh, reroll that 1. Ah, so close. And now you get to swing back at me.
4 stomps, quality 4.
Very nice. Oh, he's a little shaken.
Okay, he's not loving that.
He's definitely not loving that.
So let's see if we can get you with the horns.
Oh, these are the nasty ones. You were like 4 6s last
There's
time.
3. You still passed 2 of them.
That was brutal. 3?
Only 3 of them with no AP.
No AP this time. So 2s. However, they do ignore regen. Even if you don't roll the 6s. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so I did win that combat again, and I
get 4 up.
That's a 4.
Okay.
You do hold, so I just push back ever so slightly, like so.
Give a try with these little geckos. Oh, I don't think they're nearly as fast.
No, they're just a 12. 13.
Yes, so they're gonna go 13. So I gotta try to get them into base.
Correct. So I like it. What you're doing here is you're going in, and then you're gonna try and force me. I have to try and get into base to base with models that I can, and you're basically getting me in range of the gators. Smart play. I really enjoyed that.
I have my moments, and it's trying to learn the subtleties of the system.
Very, very good. And
Thank you, Papa Skari.
Gonna beat me up with some gators after this. So there they are. Now I get to move my 3. Okay, here we go.
I'm a quality of 5.
Yep.
So I've got the 1 in there for the sergeant. Who will hit you on a 4.
Yeah, he hits better, so.
Didn't come up.
3 hits. No,
Yep.
4 hits. And then not primal or anything. Oh, it didn't come up. Yeah, that's right.
It did not come up.
There.
And they are, nope, they are not predators.
Any poison or anything like that?
They are poison, though, across the board.
So 4s with reroll 6s because of poison. Okay,
Get
so
'em.
you get 2 of my royal guard. How dare you? So I'm going to try and mitigate the number of casualties back. They are equipped with their heavy halberds, so we've got 1 attack each. That's 8 of them, and they're just quality 3 at AP 1 with rending. So 4 so far. And then my spellcaster with his great weapon, 3s, 2 at AP 3. 6s regardless. That's 5 of them. We'll go down. Okay, and you take a quality test.
I do.
Because I did win that combat.
You did.
Yeah, take that. Are they cold-blooded?
They are fearless, yeah.
They have it? Okay. So that means
5
they
up
can...
first.
So they fail.
And then whenever I fail a morale test, on a 4 up, I count as passing.
Very cool. Nope. So they will fail.
That's them routing.
So they rout. They're
I
at
needed to
half,
have 1 more left alive.
which is exactly what I needed because I do get a 3-inch move.
Yep.
Which will allow me to keep the Royal Guard safe. So it was a gamble.
It
didn't pay
was
off.
that, yeah, it was a 5 up, a 4 up.
Well,
it was fighting and all that.
Yeah, the Fearless did not pay off here.
No.
They are very close to where they started. I moved 3 inches to pile into fight, and then got 3 inches again. But now there's less of them. Moved my Stone Shaper up. He's going to try and Stone Shape. He does. Takes away 2 wounds. Down
Back
to 9. Go Stone Shaper, and then of course I got my 5 little bows. I'm going to be shooting at that guy. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
And if I can take it down, that'd be very useful. So 5s. Snipers? Only 1 sniper.
3 up.
Yeah.
No.
Sniper. He's
down
down
to
to
4.
4. So he owes me a quality test.
I think he does.
Yes, he does. To see if he's shaken. He is, but he's fearless. Oh, he is
Oh, okay, so he's
shaken.
shaken.
That's big. Well, I got that little dinosaur.
Yeah, that hurts.
Shaken in
it's a
its
320 point unit doing
Yeah,
not
good.
much.
That was a sniper right there. Sniper bowman.
But unrelated, we're going to send in these snakes.
No!
So we're going
Snakes.
to just go.
There's too many
Hiss.
snakes. Hiss, they say. At least they can't contest my objective for now.
For
But
now.
They're there for later. Fine. Be that way. I get to move my 3 to get in combat.
All right.
I did move close. Let's do this.
See if I can get you. Looking for 6s.
Are they quality 6?
Yeah.
Are they poison or are they
Yeah,
rending?
they're
Just
poison.
Okay. Quality defense 5, I believe. 1. But it is a 6.
Poison.
Yeah!
Stop doing that.
Yeah, get him! Josh is like, no! These skeletons.
It's the Skari 6s and the 6s.
That's right. Okay, 4 little skeletons on 5s. Yeah, got 1.
Quality 6.
Nice.
Okay.
And then my great weapon. I think he's a 3. AP 2 on these. So 3 of them with his great weapon.
Doesn't reduce my save of 6.
Ooh,
Dang it.
I got 1 dead and 1 has 1 taken.
Yep.
That does mean I do win this combat.
Yeah, I double checking. These guys are much cheaper than I thought they were.
They're very, very
I'm like, oh, wait a second.
Okay, do
so
they
6.
hold? No. Do they care? They don't care.
They're fearless. They
you
don't
do.
care.
You get to push back though, because yeah, you just get out of here. Get away from me. This is my house. Well, it's going to be
Sure.
my house soon enough. You're going first regardless. So charge! Get him!
No, Triceratops noises.
Get him! Brr. Go stab the big Triceratops. Yeah, get him. Okay, let's charge you. Go get him. Now you are fatigued and you automatically fail morale tests, of course.
Yep.
However, you are fearless, so that could kind of help you.
We'll see if we live.
Really? We'll see what happens. I have 4 little skeletons. 3s. That's 4 no AP spear hits.
Okay.
Get them. Oh, you're fine.
we don't
See,
care.
I told you. And then my
Great
quality
weapon?
3 great weapon. 2 at AP 2, I believe. So 5s. You take 1 damage from that. Look at you go.
Get him back. Step on him.
No, but you are fatigued, which is good for me.
Show me 6s.
6s. Oh!
There's 1 AP1.
These are AP1. Okay,
Yep.
so I think it's 6. Oh, there you go.
Okay, well,
No
fine
poison,
then.
right? Right?
No, he's not
right?
poison. The
Excellent.
javelins are poison.
Oh, okay.
So now the goring. No, not a
Nothing.
single one.
However, you are fear 1.
I am fear. Whoa, let me check though.
Yep. No, fear 2. You're fear 2, and I only did 1 damage. So you win
I am fear
this,
2.
You win this combat.
Oh, very good.
Quality 3. No.
Oh,
I am
flee.
undead. No, they don't flee. They crumble.
Wow, that's a way of fleeing.
So I get 4, and then I believe it's tough 3 for the hero.
Okay.
1s, 2s, and 3s. Okay, so 1 more crumbles, but I'm still okay. Oh no, 4 crumble.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Okay, so the unit. Wait a second.
I was looking at that math going, wait a second.
Well, you're still shaking. Nothing crazy, but you do kill the little skeletons. Okay, sure. Is your go again?
Just clear that.
Gonna idle? Okay, just clear it up. Yeah, makes sense. You know who's here to stay? The skeleton warrior of doom. He's gonna go back here. He's gonna shoot these chameleons.
Stop
Sniper.
killing one a turn.
Nah,
okay.
he misses this time. What?
Shh, get him.
No, not again. I'm fatigued this
This'll
time.
be an eternal nightmare for you,
I'm
Mr. Skari.
fatigued now. This is not fair at all. That's really funny. Well, fine then. Be that way. It is what it is. Yep. I feel terrified.
You feel a certain way about
I
this?
feel very sad that you've decided to, lower yourself to this level. But that's really cool. Actually, if it didn't try first time, it tries again. I have to try and get into base to base if I can with my pylons. There's no holding back in combat. The combat is not for cowards.
Show me 5s.
Show me 5, show me 5, show me 9.
There's 2 in there.
3. I see. You said 2.
Is it 3?
You said 2.
Did I say 2?
You said 2.
Oh. Oh.
Are they in AP?
There's no AP, but
Are they
they're
poison
poison.
again? They're poison again. So 4s, rolling 6s. Oh my god. Another 6? Oh, I wanted to be.
Yeah.
2 more go down. Hey, wait, stop. Like, you're already gonna kill him with gators.
Eventually.
So I'll get 6 back plus the 3 from my fatigued sorcerer. 6s! Just 1. Enough to force a 6 up.
No.
Hooray, I got 1. However,
Kills the lizard.
I'm quality 3. Plus 1 for the banner. I'm good.
Okay.
And you push back. Push back. And then, of course, then I get to go. But you definitely really wanted to kill this unit, so...
I don't know why I'm so hyper fixated on them. I just really
I actually
am.
love the idea of maybe like 2 units of geckos with a character in each of them to make them maybe punch a little better.
Yep.
And then have 1 unit of and then have 2 skirmishing units that go in and fatigue the enemy, and then you run in with your hitting units.
Right.
I really like that the little combo there would be really cool. Well, fine then. You know what I'm gonna do with these skeletons? They're gonna make sure that there's a nice big bubble of...
This is the island they live on.
We live on this island now. Just gonna make sure that you can't hold the objective or be on the objective without being within an inch of me. So you either kill me or it's mine.
Yep.
And then the gators. Can they make it?
No, they can't make it.
Thank goodness.
I'm just out of being able to get into base.
Hooray! But you are gonna make sure that this is now a fight that I can't avoid.
Indeed.
Well, at least it didn't happen until turn 4. You haven't. This unit, though, I've been dealing with since turn 2, so they're annoying. But this unit is just. This is our house, right? And get 1 more activation, and then we go into your turn. Again. Well, then we go to last round, but
Yes.
you get to activate first again. Okay, so they moved 6 inches up. I'm on that objective now, and I'm threatening the chameleons. And
You really truly are.
yep, we're just gonna try and make it happen.
They can't.
Unless you, yeah, I know, interesting,
I got
right?
them kind of pulled out of position, but it's not awful.
But with that, though, we go into the final round, round number 4. Lizards versus skeletons, or mummies, or mummy skeletons. You can call me Mummy. Well, that's pretty cool. This whole battlefield has been really fun to play on. Because half the battlefield is like really tough for me to maneuver through, but it's also kind of slowed down some of your key units as well.
Absolutely has, yeah.
So it's been interesting to play with the big lagoon on the one side. However, you get the first activation here.
Yeah, so let's try to figure this puzzle out now, because now I actually got to try to win the game. Now I'm not pushing toy soldiers around. I'm trying to win the game.
Now you're trying.
So you're going to have one objective, two objective. Can't really do much about that one, because we know they don't have enough firepower. And you have that tagged, so that doesn't matter. You can charge me down. Because, you're able to get within close enough to tag that. No problem. So I need to maintain this one. That shouldn't be an issue. So I need this one and that one. So this is the key right here.
Makes sense.
I think I do have to go with the gators first.
These gators over this side.
Unless I'm missing something, but this makes sense in my head. If I activate here first, he doesn't have enough firepower to take out your Sphinx. So the Sphinx could then take him. No, but then you can't come deal with these gators anyway. So maybe I do force the Sphinx to do something first. No, just stick with the gators. I like gators. We're here for gators.
Punch him?
Yeah, we're just gonna punch him.
Well, let's see if my lowly stone healer or whatever can live up to getting beat up by gators over here. While the snakes go, haha, joke's on you, we can take this objective. No. Well, this is gonna be fun. Let's see if they can hold. Needing 4, 6s are good, of course. Okay, so
pretty bad start. So I get 2 extra hits though.
Are they straight up hits?
Yes, they're straight up hits, and then I get 2 chances to try to hit you now.
Because you did charge. Okay. So 1 more. So 7 in total.
That still works.
Well. 6s? I think it's 6s, yeah. So you kill the 4 skeletons. I think the hero goes down too. I needed to pass 1 save, but it didn't happen. And these gators continue to just absolutely smash me. So unless I can get through those gators, you're pretty much gonna hold that objective back there, which is just kind of how that goes. Very, very good. So in that case, I'm just gonna go with this. They're just gonna move up this way, like so, and create a nice little barrier, like this, as close as they can, to prevent these gators from going anywhere. As best they can. Great, and then I'm gonna use my spell. Last spell, 2 + 1 for 2 deadly 3 hits on 2 units within 12 on a 3+.
3+, I will spend 3.
Right?
To make that a 6-up for you.
Okay, last spell of the game. Yes!
Oh,
it goes off! Hooray!
Finally get it.
Okay, so that AP4 deadly 3, and these guys AP4 deadly 3.
6-up save there.
Let's go, kill it! Yes!
No.
It goes down!
Here.
And I got 1 too! The crowd goes wild!
I can't believe it was on a 6 you got me with that.
Yeah, I got you.
Hilarious.
Oh man, wild, amazing. Okay, good job. That's it, you can die now. You're good. Oh, that was pretty intense. Here we go.
That was pretty intense. So now I got to use those guys to try to pull you out of position there, eh? I guess they could just go contest and be funny about it.
Yep.
Well, he's not gonna roll a 6. I should be perfectly safe.
You've played with me long enough where you've played enough games that when somebody needs a 6, odds are 100%.
100% of the time.
That it'll work. Yeah, when it works, it works.
If I can roll really silly high over here, this might be able to do a thing.
Right.
No, I won't be able to go tag that anyway. So do I just rush over? Then they just kind of murder me in combat. Let me rethink this.
Cowabunga it is.
Cowabunga it is.
Absolutely.
I think what we're at here.
What's going on over here?
I'm charging with this.
Oh, yeah, the big gators are just gonna jump in. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 1. Oh, nasty. Yep. Here they come. Clear the way for the.
And so he'll be the one that goes up and around, I guess.
Yep.
And I'll start to have to do that.
Yep. Get as long as and I think I'm less than 1 inch bases, so you can base me and be within 1 inch of yourself for coherency. Nice. Look at that. That's just madness. Well, that's what I call a gator sandwich. Crunchy in the middle. So you're finally going to use your little ferocity roar. So you've got
this unit, yeah.
5 gators plus your big hero gator guy. And 5s and 6s give you extra attacks, but quality 4s. That's a pretty good. They do not. They got very
They're
upset.
so,
oh my
they're
goodness!
so angry.
They're so angry. I killed the
I
big
make 12
dinosaur.
extra attack.
It's like I killed the Rancor and I'm in Star Wars. It's like nobody, no, and he cries. And then they go and murder all my skeletons. That's 12. You know, you didn't have to. I guess they're very upset they haven't got to fight till.
Yeah,
right
they've
now.
been wading through the
They got,
water.
like, pent-up
that's
aggression.
still.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. What is this? I'm gonna roll all these. I don't even want to count them.
No, I wouldn't
All
want to count
sixes. Okay, decent amount of sixes. Not enough to matter, because I only have 6 models remaining. So this kills them, and this kills my hero, and then this kills them a second time.
And your hero's
and then
like-
this kills the hero.
They're
a
not good at
second
counting, they're lizards.
time. Well, you get to move your 3 inches, of course, but that was an absolute beatdown. So, such a beatdown, my friend. I love it. Of course, they're going to sidestep to allow for the little unit of geckos to advance. Nice. By the way, we do know there's an inch around.
We know now.
We know.
You didn't have to point it out, Skari.
I did. I want to point it out right now. So I think I'm going to do something like this. Boop. He's just going to do something like that. Ta-da! Hooray! Get him, Sphinx! He's just going to rush and get in that position. I think that is it. I don't think there's any way they can get to that objective. Unless they kill him and pile in. But even then, they have to be over here, so it's 3. So I don't think you can make it
like a
to
weird conga line charge up and around.
Potentially. But you can't be with it, like it's odd. It's like a very weird situation. But yes, you can try
You're
it.
gonna make me look at the rules?
You try it, buddy. You can
Look
try
at the
it.
rules?
Okay. You've got your job ahead of you.
I think I might.
Maybe.
I'm still thinking about it though. It's
Or
okay.
I guess
Don't
you
worry.
could also do them if you wanted to
I
try
could do
something
them.
else there.
So I would have to somehow kill him.
Yep.
Or mess with that objective
Or
over there.
mess with this thing.
Which they can just sit there forever. So it's just those brave little guys are gonna have to. Because I could potentially, I don't even know if I can make it there if I run. Oh, yeah, no, I totally can.
Yeah, you can 100% get on there and force the issue.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go
Yep.
over here.
Yep. I like it. That's awesome. Yeah, just, you know what? And you're fearless, right? So unless I kill you completely,
There's a 50-50 chance.
there's a chance, right? That you'll yeah. Well, except for the fact that it's the, well, it's going to be spicy, I tell you.
Yep.
What a game, Josh. Every single time we play, it gets
This
really
is,
wild.
yeah, it's starting to cook. That lightning bolt, though, is going to
That lightning bolt was awesome.
Your spellcasters just say it's like a Dragon Ball Z episode where, like, he doesn't do anything for, like, 45 minutes, and all of a sudden, just, BAM! Spirit bomb! Like,
yeah, that was pretty epic.
That's
I'm
good.
not
I
gonna
like
lie.
it.
That was awesome. Okay, so well, these I can't really do anything with these guys. Do you have anything else to activate? Oh, you have them to activate.
I have them to activate still, technically, yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and activate, I guess, the skeleton archer because he's supposed to be able to go this way. Boop.
Yep.
And he's just gonna sniper one. Go get him. 5. Ah, he missed.
Good.
If he was a champion, he would have hit. Now you get to go.
Well, snakes are going to snake.
Snakes are gonna snake.
Snakes are going to snake. Yeah, because I should have left a gap for them to be able to rush through there, but that's okay.
Snakes
I don't think
snake.
they would have been able to, if I'd been more that way. Yeah, I see my mistake.
You blocked off your own
I blocked
snakes.
off, yep, because I was worried what you come that
Well,
way too
you didn't
much.
think, you thought your triceratops
I
was still
also,
gonna be there.
because I did technically get the gators close enough, so I just would have had to have him be over there. But we're gonna snake it up over here.
Snakes. Okay, that's an
Snakes.
activation there. I'm gonna idle with my spears. And then you can
I will grumble.
do your geckos over here.
Um,
Nice geckos.
they are very. Yeah.
What did you say about my
I said
Sphinx?
the cowardly Sphinx.
It has been fighting you from the beginning.
I'm annoyed
Cowardly-
I can see all the areas I made mistakes. These guys, it was cute to do that charge to try to drag those guys in. It was irrelevant. I should have kept them there, because then they could go contest the heck out of that.
They were, like, this piece was the one I was the most worried about.
Oh, no,
It's
yeah.
so fast. It was like 17 inches, go at the end of the game, and like just grab whatever objective you wanted.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Because right now I've got the 2 objectives. This one will be contested unless I can.
Yeah, it had to be a couple inches not that way.
So what would happen here is if they hold or one survives or whatever, like your champion's back here, which is the only bad thing.
Yep.
But it really comes down to this. If that happens, I think I win, and if not, then I believe it's a tie.
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, but
so
hopefully
one of
it's
the
not
other
a tie.
ones. So these guys can't do anything other than just gloriously charge here and hope to roll incredibly well, and that you roll incredibly poorly.
I love it. Yeah, let's go. They're gonna jump in. This is the fight we've all been waiting for since turn number 1. Awesome. It's good because if I do win the combat, I do force you back, which is why I put them in this cool little shape. And I do get to fights first because I do get to swing before you do with my spears. Go spears! Bring me spears one more time. Let's go, skeletons! Well, I only have quality 5 skeletons, but I do have 20 quality 5s.
Quality 5?
Quality 5, quality 5, quality 5. Quality 5, just 55. Made so many weird references.
There's a lot, like our brains are like melding into each other in weird ways.
I wonder if any of you are appreciating all the weird early 2000 internet relevance.
Some very confused people right
now. Okay, needing 5. Okay, that's 4 so far out of whatever that was. That's pretty good. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Do it.
Oh, not bad. So that's 7.
Fully.
I can see why Luca runs that elite guard twice.
Yes.
Because it's so silly.
Oh, 5s.
Ooh,
Okay,
4
I lost 4.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, you dead. Get him. There are 5 plus the character. How many did I kill? 4?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 3 or 4? Yeah.
There's one guy with a slightly better quality.
Ooh, very cool. Oh, that's a champ.
Yep.
Yep. And this is, you haven't done your hero here.
The hero is in.
Oh, the hero has worse quality than the champion of the unit?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's usually just the same as you add in.
That's so funny.
He's busy leading. Oh, it doesn't matter.
1?
I got 1 hit.
You got a skeleton. Oh no! I win this combat. So please push back, sir. Push back. As the mist. As the waves.
So I think we have 1 relevant combat to do.
And that would be it. Yeah, just because that one's now very solidly mine.
Yep.
Charge the snakes!
Get
the snakes! The snakes! Come on in, buddy. Come on in. Well, snakes. That's another reference. Look, a snake! Yes, a snake!
Badger.
Gecko, kill a skeleton. Gecko. Look, a snake! Yes, a snake!
Roll your dice. Roll your dice, Skari.
Fine, I'm just finding out what it does. When this handy dandy Army Forge on the one-page
Army Forge
rules,
is really nice.
It's actually really cool. The fact that you like have Army Forge on the actual thing, it's all your stats and stuff for one-page rules. So useful. So I get 3 attacks with my lances. So they hit on quality is 4, but it goes to 3 when I charge. Okay. And they're AP 0, but they go to AP 1 when I charge. Nice. 1 at AP 1. Awesome.
You got 1.
Yeah, get them. And then 3 snake fangs. Oh, buddy. These are poison. 4s, though. Nice. 1. Poison.
No, they gotta be making more than that each. No, there's no way.
No, just 3 fangs, 1 attack each. And then 3 spears, 1 attack each.
Did you get 1 more?
Oh, I have a sergeant. So one of them would have hit on 2s. So that's 2, 1 more save at AP 1. Sure.
1 more save at AP 1?
Yes. And then 1 save from a poison.
1 save from a poison?
Yeah. Oh, that's why. They have impact 2.
Okay, that
makes sense.
That solves part of it.
Okay, so that's 6 hits.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lose 1 more guy.
Yeah.
And this is where the units just crumbles.
Oh, okay, now it makes sense. I was like, wait a second, it doesn't seem like they do much. Oh yeah, no, they have impact, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, so 5.
So I lose
4, and then the hero takes a wound.
Yep.
Okay. Well. Well.
You did what you needed to do.
I did what I needed to do, which is defend the tower!
You have successfully defended the tower, because my swings back aren't going to be enough to win
I want to see if you fail combat and run. As he looks...
Skari's known to be such a gracious winner.
What? I want to know if your little chameleon gets away. I've been trying to kill him all game.
I hit you once.
Okay. You ate. What's the AP on this?
Okay.
Nothing? Okay, so I'm alive. So you fail. I mean, you fail.
Quality 5.
Okay, cold-blooded or whatever. He's just shaken because he's a hero with. He only took 1 wound.
Yeah, but as a unit had more. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's like a unit of 1 now. Good. He's still alive. He slinks into the lagoon and slithers away.
Yep.
Swims, and that's it. Game.
Dang.
What a crazy match. I like it.
That was entertaining, though.
It was a really fun game.
So yes, my one clutch mistake is that when these guys reformed, I should have left a gap to shoot the snakes through.
Yep.
And then you couldn't have done that.
Well, hey, that's true.
I hadn't considered that.
The only thing I would have had left is him to potentially kill and beat the snakes. Like, potentially, because he hadn't activated yet.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, like, you going first here, and then me being able to move them to create that wool, and then rolling a 6. Like, it was just
rolling the 6 for that spell was just...
that just, like, solidified it there. I really enjoyed this game. It's probably one of the most enjoyable games of OPR I've played because of how, number one, how awesome the table looks. I really enjoyed building
Yeah, you did a good job with the table.
And it made it very different. Like, there was a lot of the terrain was very impactful.
Yep.
In the fact that there's, like, my whole army was just difficult terrain over here, and your army sort of had, like, all the maneuver, and it made it very interesting.
Yeah, we leaned. I was going to say, I kept saying to you, like, are you sure you want to play on a table like this? But you were like, yeah, let's give it a try and see how much Strider affects stuff.
Well, in gladiatorial combats, you didn't have, like, 2 equally matched opponents because it's not entertaining.
Well,
it was entertaining to have, like, the light, fast gladiator versus the heavily armored slow gladiator.
To see what would happen.
To see what happens, right? Because you either, like, use brute and brawn or you use, like, quick and fast. So I love it when it's mismatched, and it just makes it, like, more interesting if both people are on the same page.
Yeah, that being, I so graciously deployed a unit of gators that didn't do anything all game either. So there was that.
They killed my caster.
They did kill that caster.
Yeah.
They did blow that caster
They really killed that caster. Well,
yeah.
I couldn't even kill him. You still have, like, there's nothing I can do about these gators. I had 0 deadly except for that one spell. 0 deadly in my army.
I was kind of scared of the Sphinx. Yeah, in retrospect, because it's been a hot minute since I've played, and the 4 turns kind of gets me. So I probably should have just swapped and had the 1 unit of gators here, the other unit of gators there, and just put the triceratops here, and he could
just bullied these 2.
He could just play in the surf.
Bullied these 2 and taken that one.
Yep.
And, you know, there's not much I could have done against the gators.
Right, because the triceratops was thick enough that he could have made
and
it so
then
you can't easily run around.
Geckos and stuff
That
on
I'm
the
happy
side.
with about that.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
what I'm saying is that you could have just played the skirmishing game over here, sucked in like 200, 400, and like 500 points of my army over here, which is a quarter of my army, with like a fraction of that for yours, to me just try and get these 2 objectives.
Well, okay, let's, out of curiosity, let's see, because my chameleons with characters. So
I guess they are expensive. They're one of the more expensive
that's the thing.
units.
So the gecko champion and the chameleons was 270.
Okay,
And
so
they
that
definitely didn't do 270 worth of work.
that does make sense. Like my skeleton warriors, just regular skeleton warriors with spears, 265.
Okay.
Right, so that kind of matches that out, and then I've got 200 points worth of snake riders.
Yep.
And then I've got 75 points for the mega archers of death, 85 for the archers.
Yep.
So I've got like 400, like over 500 points.
Yeah, for the purpose of this, I mean, like the chameleons are cool, but I could have saved like 80 points and just run them as regular chameleons with blowpipes and done similar to the same stuff. Can
you run them as 5?
You can run them as 5, 100%.
I think 5s would probably be better.
5s would be probably for them. It's not the way we printed them out, but I could just run them that way.
Yeah.
Because I guess actually no, we could just,
Just
I
2
could
units of
just
5.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just do 2 units of 5, like what I did with the archers. I had the 2 units of 5,
Yep.
which were very good at just skirmishing, like holding an objective and just plicking off a couple of wounds here or there.
The
Nothing too
more I
crazy.
think about it now is I could run them as just regular old, because it's the -1 to hit that they're getting the benefit for being the chameleons. But it's the champion, and you can put that champion with regular geckos too.
Nice.
That gives them the hit and run. So yeah, I could have gotten the same mileage out of it, I think.
Yeah, well, especially when you're playing cursed arrows.
Well, cursed arrows is a thing, but yeah, so I would have lost the scout and the stealth, which...
Oh, well, the scout actually was quite useful.
The scout's good, but I mean...
You didn't really
like you said,
need it,
multiple
though.
little skirmishing units of blowpipes would probably be a little bit more intriguing.
Especially because then you can put, like, they can hold all the objectives, and you have this, like, wall of flesh that's, like, just the big units, and then they just hold the objectives at the end, and then you've got, like, a little skirmishing unit of snakes that comes in and just harasses.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, I feel like... Well, overall, we don't, like, you haven't played a lot of OPR. So.
No, it's been a hot minute since I've played, and I've been learning other systems. But I mean, like, it was still neat. I definitely got to get a frog for this army.
Ooh, that's right.
Because
That would be
there's multiple frogs.
riveting.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Other than that, make sure you leave us a comment down below. Huge shout out to OPR for sponsoring this battle report, because I love the game. We love the game, and it's a lot in depth. We didn't use a lot of the advanced rules, but there are a lot of advanced rules, different missions. When we've played more, Josh and I are going to be starting to use things like the hero upgrades that you can use when you build your lists, and like other missions and things like that. But overall, a great afternoon of gaming on a really cool looking board. Check out the links down below. Huge shout out to everybody hanging out. And of course, from all of us at MiniWarGaming,
Happy wargaming.
ta-ta everyone.